Hello, I'm Kathy Bollinger, Managing Director of York County Community Foundation's Embracing Aging initiative. We work to change how people perceive and experience aging in York County. One way we do this is to reframe the way we talk about aging. We invite adults to share stories, ways that they are defying aging stereotypes, and ways that they are embracing growing older. Today's guest is Maggie Manning. I first met Maggie in 2014. She was one of 8 other adults who volunteered to help Embracing Aging create a training to dismantle ageism. Welcome, Maggie.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
It's great to see you. A stereotype that's often associated with growing older is that people stop being productive, that they don't have a sense of purpose anymore. And I know that you have an example of what happened to somebody who you loved, who kind of internalized that stereotype. Can you tell us more?
Yes, it was about my mom. Before I start, I came in color because I'm still in the pandemic. Stay home, and embraced my famous artist, who was handy capable. My mother had Alzheimer's, and she died at 84, and I walked that journey with her. And um, she stopped wanting to go out. She didn't have the Alzheimer's at 50. She just retired early. And she felt that she was waiting to die.
Hmm.
She doesn't have more time. Well, I look 90 looks good to me, and I'm 71. She looked at 50. When is it going to happen? And I would take her out on Saturdays with the kids and my children. And when she got Alzheimer's, things changed. She wasn't just into staying on the sofa watching soap operas, which I hate, but would watch with her. We lived about 2 blocks from Meyerhoff, and there's a huge yearly arts festival that I love. Never wanted to go. And all of a sudden, 8 o'clock, she said, "Let's go to the art festival." 8 o'clock at night. So we walked the 2 blocks, heard the music, saw some vendors, and we got home at 11. And that's when I realized she doesn't know that she didn't have fun before. So doctor appointments got long because we'd stop for lunch before I get her home. We do, I take her places, and until the end when I couldn't. And then I sat the 8 days. Um, Memories, and I don't know why I was never like her. I think I was like my father's mother, who was a little feisty. I wasn't feisty at home growing up, though.
Oh, Maggie, thank you for sharing. Here at age 50, she retired and really kind of didn't, want to stay active. And then as she aged and developed the Alzheimer's disease, then she wanted to become active. And then you were able to have more memories and time together. And
Yes,
wow, what a beautiful journey. Thank you for sharing that.
it was
Can
a
you tell
gift.
us more? Yes. It sounds like it was, Maggie. So can you tell us more? I know on the flip side, you're very engaged. I know you to be someone who volunteers and gives of her time very freely in the community. So can you share with us how you approaching growing older has impacted you and, what that means to you?
Well, I started volunteering in first grade and never
Wow.
stopped. um, and I enjoy being with people. I love people. So this pandemic is a little annoying because I'm still asked to stay home. But um, I feel that I'm embracing it by saying I am getting older. Um, but that's okay. I went ahead and got a knee replacement because I found a second doctor who would do it. Doing great. I did not sit there and say, well, I'm 71, what's left? There's a lot left. I did a lot of training during this pandemic, getting certificates in various uh, death doula and mental illness and anything I could get my hands on. Even did it's not brain surgery with Maya Bialik. three
Wow.
days. It was so cool. Um, And I think by keeping the brain active, because I've heard people say, I can't write anymore, that he was a writer. I don't like reading and crocheting, and then I don't like what I'm doing. And the problem is, this gets you into a deep depression. And if you don't get out, if you don't stay connected and find ways to do things, I can't go to Papa's house, but I can still make phone calls for the coroner's office for families who need support. And with writers, I can do compassion, emotional bereavement uh, calls. And for me, that's keeping me doing what I love and not stopping. I could easily have said, okay, I've had it. And I
I
think,
real Oh, I'm sorry,
yeah,
Maggie. Excuse me. I really love that. I love that you're adapting and you're looking at what's possible given the circumstances. And I think that that's such a wonderful way to approach growing older and the having a great attitude about how can you continue to do the things that bring you joy and purpose and meaning. Given the circumstances of the pandemic has brought on us. Hey, before we go, Maggie, I know that there was something that if you could give yourself advice from when you were to the younger Maggie, I know there's something that you'd like to share, and I think it would be meaningful for our viewers of all ages to hear. What advice would you tell the younger Maggie?
well, I grew up in a generation where your parents owned you until somebody left this earth. So it was there. I always felt I couldn't do things that I went to, but I'd still would volunteer, I'd still do, go to college and all. But I would tell myself, you're 21, enjoy life, enjoy it now, because truly we do not know what the next day brings. And when you're young, you don't think about that. We're not thinking about death and dying. Um, so I would tell myself, enjoy life the way you want to enjoy it. Um, and embrace who you are. If you're 25, embrace it. And what can a 25-year-old do? If you're 45, embrace it. What can you do? If you're 90, embrace it. What can you do? So, young people out there, open your minds, open your eyes. Volunteering is very important. You're giving your time, but it's also very important to take care of yourself and enjoy life.
Oh, Maggie, that is fantastic advice. Thank you so much for sharing
Welcome.
today. And thank you so much to all of you who are viewing our video here on Senior Moments, reframing the way we talk about aging. To learn more about Embracing Aging's work, please visit embracingaging.org. And if you're on Facebook, please follow us at YCCF Embracing Aging. Thanks, everyone.